This is a little animal that is thought to have been the precursor to the development of mammals, which must have taken place sometime after 250 million years. When exactly, I don't know. This is probably a recreation of it based on that skull portion there. But if so, that means that's one of our forefathers. Apparently this group in here represents mammal-like reptiles that were precursors. This small shrine is an ancestor shrine. And that right there, or that right there, is an ancestor's plaque. It's interesting in all religions, it appears, that there's a central point where it is presumed that their god or gods reside, and that is a place then to worship. I've seen elaborate carving like this before, and it was done with wood chisels, so an inadvertent slip would not destroy the piece that had already been created, or the work that had already been created. Such incredible detail. Each, of course, of these little vignettes has its meaning, unbeknownst to me at least. Of the many kinds of minerals that you see, this is one of the most fascinating, called crocoite, I guess. It's a form of lead mineral. Used to be mined for the lead, now it's mined for these crystals. Tasmanian tiger, now extinct. In 1936, when the last one in the zoo died. One gets the sense that Australia really does lament this loss. There's a video I've seen in many different situations that show the last Tasmanian tiger before it died. This is the black swan that you see a lot of, particularly in Hobart. Notice the red. I think the laughing kookaburra may be the largest kingfisher type bird. Ironically found in wooded areas, including parks and gardens. But it does feed on frogs and fish and chicks and small rodents and small reptiles and so forth. I'm going to pan through these various forms of kangaroo. I've seen a couple of them, a small version of that Bennett's or redneck one. I haven't seen any big ones yet. Probably see some when I'm out on the desert en route to Perth. Notice how small these little guys get. The possum is a real nuisance to backpackers, as is the raccoon in the United States. Common ringtail. Doesn't look quite like ours, but somewhat similar to it, I suppose. A long tail I recognize. Cute little face. I have ringtail cats around my place in Cochise Stronghold. The other day we saw a zinc factory, one of the largest in Australia, maybe second largest in the world, I think I said. And this apparently is the high-grade zinc here, and I think this is part of the production process leading to that high grade. This is an old cast iron derrick, and this was probably filled with rock and stone and then moved along this track to offset whatever major weight changes were going to be used on it. And then there over on this side there was a crank. This would be an interesting project for a high school physics class to calculate all of the math and the physics involved in this kind of a device. Of mammal-like reptiles, again, was a precursor to all mammals, but apparently these were somewhat the advanced stage. This little bugger had 2 teeth, canine teeth. It was felt that he had hard, bony plates in his mouth for crushing what he ate. What was apparently unique about this particular animal was that it dominated the world. I don't know whether the choice of words dominate meant that everything else was under its power, or merely that it was found, or evidence had been found of it all over the world.